Hey everyone, it's Joanne here, and I wanted to do a real quick video to kind of explain how VIP Kid does their booking process. I'm able to help quite a few teachers get started with VIP Kid, and I absolutely love it. But after a while, you're just like, I hate having to say the same thing over again. So it's like, you know what? I'll just make a video, and then when I have a new teacher, I can send them this video, and they will understand what to do. And if you haven't noticed, at the time that I'm doing this video, it is almost Christmas time. So maybe I'll do another video on how I use Minicam to do like special decorations and special rewards. But yes, that is why I have all the lights and Christmas stuff. Um, and I do find out, I mean, this is really, I don't need to explain all this, but actually, a lot of kids do celebrate Christmas. They might not celebrate how or like Santa Claus and stuff like that, but a lot of them do recognize Christmas. So I do talk about Christmas. I don't always talk about Santa Claus. Um, but anyways, that's just personal. But I'm going to go ahead and explain to you how the booking system works for VIP Kid because I have a lot of teachers that ask me about it, and I just want to, get it all done in one swoop video. So here we go. And so this is what your VIP Kid booking log will look like. So actually, I'm going to start off with the teaching center because that's probably where you will start off. So I'll start off with the booking or the teaching center, and then I'll show you how to get to where you need to go. Okay, so here we go. So we will start off with the teaching center. So you'll probably start off with something like this. And you don't have to worry about all this because you'll eventually get to this point where they want you to get approved to teach different parts of the VIP Kid program. Um, like right now, we got approved to teach interactive level 1 students and trial classes for 2017. Anyways, and then I got to take the test to do the interactive level 2 students. But anyways, so this is yours might not look the same as mine, but if you go up here, you'll notice in the green, I go to bookings. And this is what it looks like. And you'll have your schedule Monday through Sunday, and you can fill out your schedule. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll notice a little button that says unlock, and it says lock. So when it's locked, your slots will be in a gray or a grayish like cloud color. And then when you unlock it, that'll be, the normal colors. So basically, that lock feature is so that if you're clicking around and looking at your different slots, if you accidentally hit a slot, somebody could potentially book that slot, even if you don't want them to. Like, I've done that before where I accidentally hit a slot up here and I had a 12:30 class, and I was like, oh no. So the lock button is really nice if you're just looking at your classes. Okay, who do I have? What level are they on? Or whatnot. Anyways, so the green slots are your booked classes, and usually it'll say booked and it'll say your student's name. Sometimes the student's name is not correct. That is, sometimes it's their Chinese name or it's just a generic name. Sometimes it'll say Dodo. So always ask the student what their name is because it might not be the same name that is um, on your page. Okay, so always do that. Anyways, like today I had this girl. I have no idea how to say this name. It's like Zhang Zhu Yang, and her name was Summer. So, or his name was Summer. So it was a lot different than what the original name was. Anyways, all that to say is the green means it is a booked class. Now, if you look down here, I have one that is not in green, and that means that that class is open. So it's available to book, and actually I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to put a little check mark. Once I put a little check mark, that means that that class could be booked within 24 hours of the class. I usually check it the day before and then a couple hours before the class just to see if it has been booked. If it hasn't been booked, then sometimes I will go ahead and uncheck it. But it just kind of depends because I don't want to have to go up and down the stairs and checking it every hour or whatnot. So that is what it looks like. You will also notice, let me go to the next slide. This is my next week. Now, next week is Christmas for me, and I'm going to be out of town. So I did not book anything because I don't know if I'm going to have a place to teach where I am going out of town, because I'm visiting family and I'm going to be at my family's house, and I have no idea how they would feel about me teaching at their house, especially since there's a lot of other family in town. So I have not opened it up, but of course, if the situation changes, I can open it up, and of course, it'll look like this when you open it up. Okay? Now, you will notice that there's like a light orangish yellow color, and then there's a dark orange color. The dark orange color is the most popular times. Those will be the busiest times. So, um, if you have to teach any time, those are the best times to teach. You're probably pretty much guaranteed to get booked during those times. Um, the light color are still pretty busy times, just not as busy as the dark orange. And then your white will not be that busy at all. The reason why is because the white slots are actually during school. And so the only students that will book you during that time, so don't worry, you can still get bookings during that time. But the only students that will be booking you during that time are going to be students that don't have regular school. A lot of times, these students are like 4 or 5 and they're not quite in school yet. Those would be a lot of your pre-VIP students. So this is my next week. I'll be back in town, and I've already got a priority booking for that. So they can book you in 2 weeks in advance if they like. So that's kind of nice. So Mark's already booked me in 2 weeks in advance. Excuse me, sorry. And so, anyways, but usually this is what my schedule looks like. Now, of course, some teachers will teach like all the way through with no breaks. I personally like having a little break in between. I can go to the bathroom, I can get something to drink, I could take a nap if I want. So personally, that's my opinion. Could I do it all the way through? Yes, I could, but I just personally like that little break in between. Also, I start at 5 o'clock in the morning, just because I am not a very great morning person. And so I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I could do classes earlier. And yes, there are some champions out there that get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every day. I am not one of those champions. Um, but anyways, so you can work anywhere in between 7:30 a.m., which would be your last class, all the way up to the night before, 7 p.m. the night before. So if you wanted to, like on the weekends, very popular for teachers to teach the entire night on the weekends. Personally, that is not for me, but there are a lot of teachers that do. And you can get 40 hours a week working for VIPKID doing it this way. I teach about 20 hours a week. But to me, I don't feel like I need that much extra income, and I have a family. I think if I were to stay up all night, excuse me, that would take out of my family time, and I don't want to do that. All right, and then of course, usually I book my classes within like 3 weeks in advance, sometimes 4 weeks. But at least try to do it at least 2 weeks in advance. Also, you will notice that these classes right here are already classes that I've taught today. Right now it is 8:36 and I've already taught all these classes. And the reason they are not in gray and it says finish is because they have not been recorded yet. So once the class has been recorded, it'll turn to gray and it'll say finished. Okay? So anyways, that's just what I wanted to show you all about bookings. Also, if for some reason you see a class that is gray and you have not taught it yet, that means that the student canceled the class within 24 hours. That means that you will still get paid for that class, but you will not have to teach it. So that's kind of nice. Also, if that happens, if it's a trial class, unfortunately, you would only get 50% of what you would have made for the class. But if it's a regular student, if it's a major course, then you get the full price. So who doesn't love getting paid for doing nothing? I love getting paid for doing nothing. Anyways, I hope this helped you all, and I hope that you got a lot of great information. If you have any more questions, leave comments, and I will be happy to help you. I hope I made that clear, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.